Oh, okay, faham, faham, faham.
Okay. Tak berita cikgu belum rekod lagi. Ya. Okay. So ahli Dewan Negara bergelar sebagai senator. Mereka memegang jawatan selama 3 tahun.
Oh, sudah all got senators. Wait, what happens after the 3 years?
Okay. Actually, after the
there's no
3,
election.
wait, sayang. They are not election. These
Yeah.
people are not election. 3 years remain. After the 3 years, they can actually boleh sambung for second term. Okay, tapi dalam buku teks kita tak ada. Actually, they can extend for 6 years. That means they can go for second term.
Now what happens after the 6 years?
Kalau you dipilih, pilihlah. Kalau tak pilih,
Get out. No
yeah.
more point.
You can also stand for election. Tak ada masalah.
Oh.
So, boleh dilantik menjadi ahli kabinet dan juga jemaah menteri. Ahli dipilih atau dilantik daripada kalangan, tengok kat sini what they do. Mereka memberi sumbangan yang cemerlang dalam perkhidmatan awam, bidang profesional atau bidang tertentu seperti perdagangan, perusahaan, pertanian, kebudayaan dan perkhidmatan masyarakat. Dan mereka juga boleh mewakili kumpulan minoriti seperti orang asli.
Oh, so like city.
Siti Kasim. Yeah, she can be a senator.
No. City, like they say mewakili kumpulan minority.
Yes.
You need to be one of the kumpulan minority.
No. You boleh mewakili. That means you also can represent any kumpulan minority.
Okay.
Alright. Boleh faham children? Dewan Negara. Dewan Negara,
Yes.
how many of them? 70 of them. Mereka digelar sebagai apa? Ahli senators. Okay, and then mereka boleh menjadi anggota kabinet dan juga jemaah menteri. Mereka dipilih dan dilantik dari kalangan. Ahli boleh dipilih. Okay, how they pilih?
From the album itself.
Daripada pemilihan dalam perkhidmatan mereka, ya. So now I'm going to show. Can I erase that one? Can I? We do comparison this one.
So it's not like those 13 degrees that the album didn't choose, who will choose them?
Ketua Sultan lah, Sultan daripada negeri. Okay, now we do the comparison. Kita lihat. This is Parliament. Sorry. This is Dewan Rakyat. This is Dewan Negara. Betul kan? Okay, Dewan Rakyat ahlinya dipilih daripada pilihan raya. You understand? Yang ini dipilih
Yang di Pertuan Agong or the
so kita ada pemilihan oleh yang di Pertuan Agong ataupun negeri. You understand? Betul kan? Okay, yang ini berapa orang?
222.
222. Yang ini 70. Okay. Yang ini mereka dipilih melalui apa? Pilihan raya. Okay. Oh sudah tulis. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Gelaran yang ini. Wakil rakyat. Yang ini senator.
Doctor and
Okay, yang ini melalui undian dalam pilihan raya, correct or not?
yes.
Yang ini adalah jawatan cemerlang dalam
All the
perkhidmatan mereka. Okay. Tempoh yang ini berapa tahun?
5 tahun. 3 tahun.
Can you write it down, guys?
Yes.
Okay, tuliskan. Give me 2 minutes, cikgu tanda sekejap. Tuliskan cepat.
Oh, ada assumptions about this actually. Oh,
She's crying. Give her a break. She cannot even drink water. She can.
She can.
But she cannot.
she can. She's got one of those situations, so therefore she is not of the general republic. Yeah,
Republic of what? Asia.
I guess so. Oh, yeah, that's 2 weeks.
Shit, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Are you serious?
Why would I mention it in a word? That's why.
My God.
Arul, you liar! You liar, Arul!
Arul.
How dare you lie to us?
What?
You okay one day, not with money, but with blood.
Arul, you say you're coming. Huh?
Sorry, my mom couldn't drop me off.
Oh, okay, yeah, your mom, alright.
Alright, sure, Arul.
Hi. Anybody's father, doctor in the hospital or anything?
No. Why?
And if anybody looking for pharmacist, let me know. My sister's looking for a job.
Oh my god, we learned about tax fraud with this even after that.
Sudah okay kan? Ya. Okay.
Teacher,
Yes, sayang.
I want to ask the Dewan Negara is dipilih oleh siapa?
Yang di Pertuan Agong akan pilih 40 orang sayang. And each state, setiap negeri memilih because we got 30 negeri kan, times dengan each negeri 2 orang, so we got 26 of them. And then wilayah, we ada 4 orang. So kalau you plus this one all will be 70. You pilih 40 plus 26 plus 4. Then you'll get 70 of them. Can you understand, darling? Jing Shan?
Ya kan, teacher.
Alright, very good, sayang. Yes, darling. Which one? Wilayah. Wilayah is the like here lah, sayang. Wilayah ni kita ada Datuk Bandar. So based on that mereka pilih.
The envy. The thirst.
Okay, ini tak ada masalah ya. We go to the next one. Okay, so kita lihat kepada badan eksekutif. Darling, your sekolah kita buat sampai mana sayang?
No, our school's already above, yeah. Chapter 5, 5.6.
Okay, sekejap I thought Mr. Gunak help me something because it's not.
You didn't send me the MS.
Oh, you're also joining here?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because right now my MS teacher, I've been like, refer to this.
Let me guess. No, we don't. Oh, Dawn from SKCH. Yeah. Why? Wasn't she good? You're not that anymore?
She's getting.
No,
And it's like, I'm not, I don't like online. And you know,
Just
SKSH,
that.
little people cannot take care of themselves and they don't home.
So this game was. Oh, this book is that. Wow. Hey, Mr. Gunagamio.
Okay, put the
Oh,
screenshot.
Why?
Why your brother in SKSH? Not
Okay.
No, you must
You're
show
genius
more
to
than
us
me.
all.
LGBT. That's my.
Sharing from board, right?
No, wait.
Just because of one failure.
Failure of what? Wait,
No, basically her brother didn't pass the SKD test, so then because of that, she sent both her sisters to SKD. Yeah, something like that. He takes some IQ test or something.
Stop recording.
Yeah.
So that means you're age two as well, aren't you?
No, I already quarantined.
You
My brother already.
And it's negative. Alright, got it.
Okay, this one. Okay, let's say. Okay, I'm trying to move this one. It's not going down here. There you see. Okay. நான் சொல்றது வெட்டி இப்ப எடுத்துட்டு போறேன் இப்ப இந்த
No,
பேஜ்ல
do one by one.
Going to more.
இப்ப இங்க பாருங்க முந்தினா வந்து நான் கர்சர் அழுத்தினாலே கீழே வந்துரும். So I just cut like that. Because last
Okay.
You can
Share.
put it back on,
Share.
back on.
later. Okay, thanks. Guys, tadi kita berhenti kat mana? Okay.
Bye.
Oh, okay, no wonder.
Go, run through it all. But teacher never come. So still
Can,
1.6.
no worries. Why are
Teacher,
you
very 5.6 and she almost just give me everything.
I'm still at box 4.
Lucky.
Sekolah dah sampai mana bab?
5.6, teacher, 5.6.
Exam sampai bab mana?
One was going monkey, I don't know, she only told us about 4.
Exam is like the whole form 4.
And then we learn about 4.5.
Yeah, some form 5. I think it's like after chapter 3.
One was going to one.
There's
You don't even-
essay.
You don't even remember about the Hitler stuff? How Germany.
That's why I got.
Yeah, World War II.
Yeah, you join before, right? Yeah. You have your BM class now.
Okay,
right?
tak apa, nanti cikgu akan ajar orang your form 4 nanti kita tengok. Kalau cikgu ada masa, then I will do revision back with you.
Yay.
Okay? Maybe let me finish sampai bab. You have to tell me until which Sri Aman, your school exam until which bab sayang?
I haven't confirmed, teacher.
Until?
I haven't confirmed, teacher. I never say anything.
Okay, you let me know ya. Kita punya exam sampai mana. Kita punya this one. Hartamas sampai mana sayang?
We don't know teacher.
Don't know. Belum lagi.
Only the form 4 stuff.
Zara until which bab sayang? Mana itu budak Zara?
My teacher said form 4 will coming out.
Oh, okay. Okay, so y'all Hartamas until bab 5. I'm just saw ada pelajar hantar. Okay, now we are in bab 3, right?
Yeah.
Until which
Yeah, too fast. Because it's just they go so fast for what? I don't understand anything. Yeah, and SPS gonna be delayed anyway. Because like they said UPSR has been delayed, PGP has been delayed.
SPM delayed.
now, so badan eksekutif, so anda boleh
With SPM delayed, I think there's a pretty high chance that we're gonna get a
but
virtual
it won't
situation.
be very much behind lah. Maybe most probably beginning
December.
of December.
But I think there's something bad gonna happen to us. Just wait. Something bad. It's either bocor or like
Every year also got.
no SPM bocor. That's something else.
Every year bocor. Okay, now badan eksekutif. Now badan eksekutif adalah badan badan pelaksana. Badan penggubal digubal undang-undang. So orang yang melaksanakan undang-undang tersebut adalah badan eksekutif. Can you understand? Parlimen and DUN akan gubal dasar sebuah negara. The person who followed dasar-dasar yang dibuat oleh Parlimen dan DUN adalah badan eksekutif. Can you understand saya? Alright. So badan pemerintah, badan eksekutif adalah badan pemerintah yang melaksanakan kuasa eksekutif mengikut perlembagaan persekutuan. Nah, badan eksekutif ini kita ada dua peringkat. Satu persekutuan, satu negeri. So badan eksekutif untuk persekutuan dikenali sebagai jemaah menteri. Okay?
Wait, yeah.
From the
Ataupun
Dewan Negara.
yes, correct. Ataupun kabinet.
Oh.
Okay? Untuk Dewan Negeri kita ada Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri. Can you understand? So badan eksekutif untuk kita punya peringkat parlimen atau kerajaan persekutuan dikenali sebagai jemaah. Untuk peringkat negeri kita kenali sebagai Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri. Tuliskan cepat. So tugas mereka adalah mereka melaksanakan kuasa eksekutif mengikut perlembagaan persekutuan. Okay, it's okay kalau Kalau cikgu tak sempat, I will call you for Saturday classes. We do a bit wrap up class.
Online or in real life? In real life, right?
Apa saya?
Online or face to face?
Face to face. I will
Yes.
call you up. Alright? So I will let you know when.
After MS, yeah.
Okay. So
Wait,
average berapa?
everyone or just the two separate groups?
Now I will definitely separate the two because tak cukup tempat.
Good, we're not gonna pull the
No. We see how. Right? Kalau cikgu, I rasa cikgu sempat habiskan because your exam is mid of May kan?
No, not me. Pin.
Mid of May.
Yes, for climate danger.
Before Raya.
Before
During puasa, even worse, I don't know.
Okay. Now, so badan
Okay, you can
eksekutif
read.
kita sudah tahu peranan Okay. Alright. Now, so this one you already learned.
And that's what I'm saying, 1:33, but then he usually comes late.
Who?
So, Mr. Nas.
Das. Mr. Das. Oh, you guys all are going for Mr. Das.
I am,
I'm planning.
Very good saying.
like, I know.
Who's going? Your Anis also going.
Like, I know MS a little too
You're
much.
going, no. How many students already in this class?
Let's see, Shaswan, Elhan, Raul, Isaac, Fermi, John. 7.
Alright, so Jemaah Menteri. Who is Jemaah Menteri?
Cabinet.
That is Badan Pelaksana for Kerajaan Persekutuan. Correct or not? Kabinet atau Jemaah adalah badan apa? Badan Eksekutif for Persekutuan.
Persekutuan.
Kerajaan Persekutuan Federal Government. Badan
Badan eksekutif. That got P and N. Persekutuan and negeri. Okay. So no need to say.
Badan Eksekutif. Tadi kita tuliskan
Ya, ya,
untuk
ya.
persekutuan adalah Jemaah Menteri.
Which is also the cabinet and then
Untuk
Negeri.
negeri is
Majlis.
Majlis.
Blah, 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 blah.
kerajaan negeri. Correct or not? So that's the one I'm asking.
Yes.
So siapakah badan eksekutif untuk persekutuan?
Jemaah Menteri.
Atau kabinet.
Okay.
So Jemaah Menteri atau kabinet terdiri daripada siapa? Perdana Menteri dan menteri seperti Menteri Kewangan, Menteri Pendidikan dan juga all the menteri lah.
The big guys.
So Jemaah Menteri adalah Perdana Menteri and all the gang menteris. Alright?
What Majlis?
Geng-geng menteri.
The what?
Menggubal dasar negara dan melaksanakan pembangunan. So itu yang mereka buat. Tandakan. So tugas mereka adalah apa? Cikgu off-kan sekejap saya.
Alright. Yeah, okay.
Kaki cikgu sangat sejuk. Okay.
You're well known, Francis.
Okay. So apa yang mereka buat? Jemaah Menteri terdiri daripada kita punya Perdana Menteri dan juga all the menteri-menteri. So that is our cabinet. And menteri dia kita ada Menteri Kewangan, Menteri Pendidikan, Menteri Kesihatan dan sebagainya. Nah, apa mereka buat? Mereka gubal dasar. Can you understand? Dan juga melaksanakan pembangunan. Kita punya parlimen, what they do?
They mengubah undang-undang.
Undang. Yang ini buat apa?
Mengubah dasar.
Dasar negara. Can you understand? Yang itu adalah menggubal undang-undang negara. Yang ini menggubal dasar-dasar negara based on undang-undang.
What's the dasar?
Dan government policies.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so these people membuat government policies based on the law which already determined by parliament ataupun DUN. Can you understand saya? Alright. So, and then mereka juga melaksanakan pembangunan. Now, Perdana Menteri adalah ketuai Jemaah Menteri. The leader of Jemaah Menteri adalah Perdana Menteri and akan memimpin kerajaan persekutuan. Siapa Perdana Menteri kita? Muhyiddin Yassin. Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin ya. So Perdana Menteri. Okay, so Perdana Menteri kita akan memimpin kerajaan persekutuan and then kita ada menteri-menteri. So Perdana Menteri memimpin kerajaan persekutuan, menteri mengetuai kementerian. Each menteri ada satu kementerian. Contohnya Menteri Belia dan Sukan, dia ada Kementerian Belia dan Sukan. Menteri Pelajaran, dia ada Kementerian Pelajaran. Can you understand? Mereka mengetuai apa sayang? Kementerian dan juga mereka buat apa? Dasar yang ditentukan oleh jemaah menteri. So ahli jemaah menteri memegang prinsip tanggungjawab secara kolektif kepada parlimen. Can you understand? So they actually berpegang ataupun bertanggungjawab secara kolektif. Kolektif means bersama. They work together.
Oh, she's working with the mouse. Oh man, she is.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I get ready for you.
Yes, sayang. Tuliskan bersama.
Aha.
Jangan just sit in the front now.
No, tandakan. No, that one sayang. Another one. Pencil. Yes.
Bersama.
Secara.
Oh my God.
Okay, bersama atau bersatu kepada parlimen. Boleh faham? So they work together and setiap menteri perlu mempertahankan keputusan jemaah menteri. If any menteri tidak setuju, yes, correct. Kalau mereka tidak setuju, menteri yang tidak setuju dengan dasar kerajaan perlu meletak jawatan sebagai ahli jemaah menteri.
Do you agree or not agree?
No.
Oh no, wait. Do you agree or you agree?
Neither.
Boleh faham? So jemaah menteri adalah terdiri daripada siapa sayang? Okey, cikgu tangkap satu ekor. Arul.
The liar.
Arul, jemaah menteri terdiri daripada siapa? Sudah lari ke
Terdiri daripada
Lauda sayang.
terdiri daripada Perdana Menteri dan menteri seperti Menteri Kewangan, Menteri Pendidikan dan Menteri Kesihatan.
Okay, very good. Apa tugas mereka sayang?
Menggubal dasar negara dan melaksanakan pembangunan.
Very good. So mereka menggubal dasar negara dan melaksanakan apa sayang? Pembangunan. Okay, thank you very much. So cikgu tangkap lagi seekor. Mana? Masha.
Oh no.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, apa Perdana Menteri buat sayang?
Perdana Menteri ketuai jemaah menteri dan memimpin kerajaan persekutuan.
Very good. So seorang Perdana Menteri akan mengetuai kita punya jemaah ataupun kabinet and mereka akan memimpin kerajaan ke persekutuan. Now, then kita ada Arman. Ada ke tak ada? Sudah tidur. Arman.
Ya, cikgu. Yes.
Arman, apa menteri buat sayang?
Menteri mengetuai kementerian
Louder, darling.
Menteri mengetuai kementerian dan melaksanakan dasar yang diputuskan jemaah menteri.
Thank you, darling. So menteri akan mengetuai kementerian. Each menteri ada seorang kementerian yang mereka melaksanakan dasar yang ditentukan oleh jemaah. And mereka work together memegang kepada prinsip tanggungjawab bersama. Okay, now Mustafa, sebagai menteri apa anda perlu buat? Anda perlu mempertahankan keputusan jemaah menteri. Mustafa, kalau anda menteri tidak setuju, what happen? Mereka perlu meletak jawatan sebagai ahli menteri. Boleh faham? Can understand? Okay.
You know, accept.
Guys, everybody faham ke?
Faham, Cik.
Bagus.
Faham.
Okay, bagus sayang. Vedat.
Oh, you got a big pair of balls now, huh? Get out. Oh my God, what color is no? The pair of man.
Sultan Perak.
Okay.
He who gave her the hand,
The diploma.
Yeah. And indirect touch.
Okay. So kita tengok kat sini jemaah dah. Okay, now kita masuk kepada majlis mesyuarat.
What is this? That's all the one color snip.
Okay guys, boleh nampak screen ini? Boleh faham? Nampak?
Yeah.
Children, can you all see Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri?
Yeah.
Yes, Cik.
Okay, very
Yes,
good.
teacher.
Alright, so tadi kita belajar peringkat persekutuan, that is jemaah. Now kita lihat peringkat negeri. Peringkat negeri ini kita ada siapa sayang?
Majlis Mesyuarat
Kerajaan negeri. So kita ada Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri. Kuasa eksekutif terletak pada Sultan, Raja atau Dipertua Negeri. Okay, now pentadbiran kerajaan negeri diketuai oleh Menteri Besar ataupun Ketua Menteri. Bagi Sabah, bagi negeri di Semenanjung, kuasa eksekutif dilaksanakan oleh Majlis Eksekutif Kerajaan Negeri ataupun EXCO, Executive Council. Di Sabah dan Sarawak, badan eksekutif ini dikenali sebagai Kabinet Negeri. So cikgu ulang balik, untuk Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri, that means it's kepada siapa? Kepada negeri. So kuasa eksekutif diletakkan kepada Sultan, Raja atau yang dipertua negeri, and pentadbiran kerajaan diketuai oleh siapa? Menteri Besar atau Ketua Menteri. Bagi negeri Semenanjung Malaysia, kuasa eksekutif dilaksanakan oleh siapa? Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan. Correct or not sayang? Okay, and then di Sabah dan Sarawak, badan eksekutif dikenali sebagai Kabinet. Okay, now kita buat comparison, then it's easy for you. Okay, so tadi kita belajar untuk peringkat persekutuan, ini peringkat negeri. So untuk peringkat persekutuan kita belajar jemaah, menteri ataupun kabinet, betul kan? Yang ini adalah Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri. So we look at here. Okay. Yang ini kuasa eksekutif untuk negeri terletak kepada siapa? Sultan atau Raja ataupun yang dipertua negeri. Yang ini diletak kepada yang dipertuan agung. Can you understand sayang? Okay. Second, kuasa pentadbiran. Pentadbiran yang ini adalah di bawah Perdana Menteri. Yang ini pentadbiran di bawah siapa?
Menteri Besar.
Very good. Menteri Besar ataupun Ketua Menteri. Okay. Now, bagi kita punya kuasa eksekutif, yang ini dikenali sebagai apa? Jemaah, menteri ataupun kabinet. Okay, nama dia adalah kabinet ataupun jemaah negeri. Okay. Tak apa. Okay, yang ini dikenali sebagai apa?
MMKN.
Yes, dikenali sebagai Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri ataupun
EXCO.
Okay, untuk Sabah dan Sarawak,
Kabinet Negeri.
yes.
Kabinet Negeri Pentadbiran.
Yes.
RE.
Boleh faham saya?
I'm so confused. Like, the kuasa eksekutif terletak kepada Sultan, but the EXCO will laksanakan.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Kuasa eksekutif dilaksanakan. Dilaksana means who take over, who menjalankan
It's like
urusan.
a manager and store employee. So basically.
Here, pentadbiran Perdana Menteri. Correct or not? Perdana Menteri akan ditolong oleh jemaah menteri. Yang ini pentadbiran dilakukan oleh Menteri Besar dan juga Ketua atau Menteri, tetapi ditolong oleh siapa? Majlis EXCO. Can you understand? Boleh faham? Guys, understand? Ui! Online?
Yes, can. Yes, can, teacher.
Boleh faham
Faham.
It's easier for you, you do the comparison. Nanti easy untuk anda. Kakak sudah tulis kan? Bilang, cepat tulis.
Yeah, unreleased. But then my mom, she's weakening herself.
Okay, tuliskan sayang. This is peringkat persekutuan.
And then
This peringkat negeri. Okay, tuliskan. I'm hoping this exam
Fail.
I will slap you. You won't attend my class after you fail.
Oh man.
I'm hoping 75 and above.
Why not 75 and
It's
above?
okay.
70.
You're
Wait, is that A minus?
yes.
Okay.
A minus
A minus, A minus.
Yeah, that was like so low.
I'm expecting because why last year orang tak pergi sekolah, so I'm giving you all. Tetapi the next exam you better be 80 and above.
Oh my god.
Alright. So
Teacher,
75 and above.
I get now 1 pass.
what sayang? What Zian?
Teacher, I get 40 mark enough already.
You cannot lah Zian. I want you all get 70 and above. You can Zian. Don't think you cannot do. You can do. Alright, we will push it. Yes, sayang.
Expect your Friday class to be empty after the first exam.
I will come to school and catch you all.
So you're gonna call Puan Uma. Oh, one's on my.
Puan Uma, Puan Roswaida, I will call and check them. What
Oh,
happened to Mustafa? What happened to Jitendra or Juan, Anis, all missing? Mampus you orang dengan cakap. Okay, can you all understand sayang? So ini adalah kuasa executive.
I meant
Kuasa
online class is just a distracting. Distractions that will let you do that.
okay, kuasa executive artinya kuasa pentadbiran. Can understand? Boleh faham? So pentadbiran untuk persekutuan adalah siapa? Jemaah menteri. Pentadbiran untuk negeri adalah Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri. Alright, so kita dah belajar yang ini. Now kita lihat kepada kehakiman. Apa sayang?
The Puan Kalai.
It's done. Oh, look at the technology. She's doing it again.
Budak ni.
Oh, what point can I go for a rectangle or a square? Oh, she's going for the whole thing.
Of course I do. These are my notes, my handwritten notes. Correct or not?
Handwritten. Bro.
Saya type dengan sendiri. Saya tak guna orang lain. Okay. Now.
Wait, did you made the triangle yourself? Your stuff.
Ya. Alright. So kita ada badan kehakiman. Badan kehakiman kita adalah mahkamah.
Do you want me to write for you?
So okay sayang. So kita ada mahkamah. Mahkamah ni kita ada dua. Kita ada mahkamah atasan dan juga kita ada mahkamah bawahan. Tan Sri, tutup mulut sekejap.
Which one?
Okay. Mahkamah atasan. You see there are two ya. This is mahkamah atasan. Yang ini kita ada mahkamah bawahan. Okay. Now mahkamah bawahan is actually started from here. We started here. This kawasan iaitu mahkamah magistrate is the first one. Okay, and then mahkamah session. Okay, listen carefully. Now, mahkamah magistrate normally a small petty case. Can you understand? Okay, kalau saman lah, this one lah, lari dari rumah lah and everything. Tetapi kalau mahkamah, okay, let's say siapa ditangkap. Okay, anybody ditangkap. Okay, you curi bawah daripada 25,000 ataupun you gaduh and everything, all are magistrate. Tetapi kalau kes bunuh, tak ada magistrate, straight pergi kepada session.
Session, bunuh's only in session.
Yes.
What's that murder?
Yes.
What's that?
Pembunuhan, kita akan pergi straight kepada session.
Yeah, the one on top.
It's the one in DB, the Mahkamah Konstitusi.
Okay, this Mahkamah Tinggi Melaya, Mahkamah Tinggi Sabah dan Sarawak. This Mahkamah Raya Appeal Court. And this Federal Court.
Oh, federal.
Which one's the one in DB one?
One MDB here.
Wah.
Mahkamah Persekutuan.
So,
Case negara what? Melibatkan negara, we go to federal case lah.
Yeah.
Okay, but one MDB perbicaraan dia kepada Mahkamah Tinggi. Okay, perbicaraan. Tetapi kalau melibatkan kes negara, they will go to federal case. Okay, so kita punya mahkamah kita dah lihat. Yang paling bawah kita ada mahkamah apa? Magistrate. Then kita ada mahkamah session. And then mahkamah tinggi kita ada Mahkamah Tinggi Melaya, Mahkamah Tinggi Sabah dan Sarawak. And then kita ada appeal court. Nah, appeal court ini for the cases like, okay, Mahkamah Tinggi sudah putuskan. Tetapi normally appeal court adalah
to lower down
kita keluarkan apa sayang?
Like let's say
to lower down the hukuman, right, Chair?
Yes, pengampunan. Contohnya kita
you get like 10 years sentence and you want to reduce it, then you go to rayuan.
Normally rayuan is
right?
actually lebih kepada kes hukuman mati dan sebagainya.
Okay, Malaysia
Mati
has
itu not mati.
Malaysia has the death sentence.
It's like
Tengok
penjara
Malaysia.
seumur hidup.
Apa sayang? Wait, darling. Apa sayang, Zian?
Tengok Malaysia ada mati punya undang-undang.
Ada, kita ada. Hukuman mati kita ada.
Wait, Joe,
Bau-
what's you can do? What's the worst crime that you can do to get? What's the minimum crime that you can do to get the death sentence?
Okay, you see, I think masa saya tingkatan form 6.
You went
Okay.
you had death sentence.
Wait lah. Okay, semasa cikgu belajar, that was when I was 19 years old lah, 19 years old, 25 tahun yang lepas.
What you do?
Wait lah, wait. Okay, semasa itu ada satu crime yang besar di Malaysia, iaitu Mona Fandi. Have you heard?
Oh yeah, she
Ah.
cut her husband into slices.
Yes.
Why?
Ah.
All she did was cut her husband to slices.
Not only,
to get the
it's not,
money.
no, it's not her husband sayang, one of the Dun kawasan.
Oh,
Dia bunuh Dun kawasan Pahang.
she basically sliced him the cubes.
She's slicing to 48 pieces.
And then she was like, aku akan kembali. She never came back.
So,
You don't play.
her case was pushed to Mahkamah Rayuan because she want to appeal untuk dibebaskan. Tetapi yang di Pertuan Agong tidak bebas.
So she got death sentence or she is still in jail?
Apa sayang? Sudah meninggal dunia.
She's gone.
Oh, what, in jail? Like.
Yeah, she was hanged until death.
Bro, so wait.
Lagi satu, kalau Malaysia kita ni, okay, listen. Kita punya hukuman bunuh, hukuman gantung ada dua. Hukum gantung sampai mati, hukum gantung.
Wait.
Ah.
So
There are
basically,
two.
you get the blue ball yourself to death.
Hukuman gantung, you akan digantung. Kalau you selamat, you akan dibebaskan lah.
Okay, basically it's the blue ball experience. So it's survival.
So,
Wait, but how long do they hang you for?
okay, they have a tight masa saya. They will pull you. Kalau you selamat, dia akan anda akan jadi seumur hidup lah. That means you akan dipenjarakan. Because dia sudah hang you, tapi you selamat daripada itu, you akan dapat sampai seumur hidup. Kalau
As long as you survive, you have no
yeah. Sometimes kalau they tengok you are baik and everything, they boleh bebaskan you. Lagi satu adalah hukum sampai mati. Hukum gantung sampai
What
mati.
if you manage to
Dia
survive?
gantung you tak mati, you keluar sihat. Okay, lepas
Don't do
1
it.
bulan dia akan gantung you
Okay,
balik.
what if you survive? What if you survive that one?
So hukuman gantung kita ada dua. Hukuman gantung sampai mati, hukuman gantung. So it depends lah mana you nak. Ini semua siapa putuskan? Mahkamah Tinggi. Mahkamah Session, Mahkamah Magistrate tak boleh buat. Ini semua lah ada
So
Mahkamah
what
Tinggi.
happens if the person continues?
这个saya check internet 这个，
Apa you check sayang?
这个saya tengok ada hukuman gantung dan hukuman gantung sehingga mati.
Ada.
The gantung one is like
Ada.
That's why I say ada dua. Gantung sampai mati, you akan gantung lah. 1 minggu sudah gantung, lepas itu dia akan tunggu lagi belum mati. Then after that dia akan gantung you balik. Nah, hukuman gantung dia gantung you kalau you bebas. Okay, sometimes you see bila dia orang gantung, that's why very important orang yang tarik you. Dia kena tengok berat badan you. You punya berat macam cikgu gemuk, tapi tali tu rafia. You selamat lah. Can understand? So, when they want to gantung seseorang, normally they will see how dia punya tali tu boleh tak tahan beban dan sebagainya.
So what happens if the tali tears on that?
Okay, you see, that's why I'm telling you, sayang. If they plan to survive daripada hukuman gantung ni, dia akan cuba buatlah like jadikan dia punya tali tu nipis so he tak mati or anything lah, can do that. But it's all I don't know lah, we cannot say, but it depends on how they played around. Alright, so orang bawa saya sampai mana punya cerita. Tengok sini. Okay, yes sayang.
Only got hukuman gantung or what, like other stuff as well. It's like the.
You don't have firings?
No, we don't have that.
The firing door.
No, we
So
don't have
you
that.
have hanging.
Yeah.
I see.
Even that one also we are still thinking of to demolish it. Okay, because kita cuba dikata tidak berperi manusiaan dan sebagainya.
What? Come on, Malaysia.
But like the.
Kita tak ada. The worst one our punya is
Decapitation.
Yeah. So.
kita tak buat tu.
Oh, what?
Kita buat rotan. Ours rotan is the bad one. We
Ooh,
don't-
kinky. Ooh.
Rotan tu dia gunakan stingray punya ekor.
Oh.
So
wow,
dia
wow, wow.
lekat, dia akan tarik you punya skin keluar. That's why
How many
kalau-
times do you do that?
Oh,
Jadi-
satu kali you buat, you kena tidur meniarap untuk 2 minggu. Because you punya skin dah keluar, you tak boleh berak, you tak boleh pergi mana-mana.
I mean, you had to survive though, right?
Yeah, so it's not easy kalau dia
As long as
dia
you're
kena
good at
mati
it,
ataupun dia
Oh.
so painful, right? Okay, so let's go back here. We go to ini semua you tak belajar kat
No,
sekolah.
teacher, they don't teach us this stuff.
Oh, we belajar.
Teacher,
Yes.
my class teacher sampai sekarang pun belum mari.
Apa sayang?
Absent teacher, my teacher sampai sekarang.
Sampai sekarang absent lah.
No, I think the teacher's doing the SPM paper.
Oh, okay, tak apa. Nanti cikgu you datang, you tanya ini semua. Macam mana dia orang buat kes bunuh dan sebagainya.
I don't think they're gonna.
Okay.
It's actually, if you we learn history is interesting. If you know these facts all, you boleh kaitkan dengan apa you belajar. Alright?
Yeah, history is boring unless.
I will slap you if you say history is boring. Siapa kata history is
Unless
boring?
there was a big massacre or if it's Christian on the internet. It's
Hmm.
not me.
Okay, I couldn't do latihan today. I want to finish up this one because next week kita akan buat latihan ya.
Right.
Okay, kita habiskan ini cepat sayang. Okay, so mahkamah. So mahkamah ada berapa bahagian? 2, mahkamah bawahan dan mahkamah atasan. Okay, kita tengok
Time
badan.
for the point I stick.
Okay, sekejap
Wait, you
sayang.
made a print of this one already.
Itulah cikgu sudah silap sayang.
Point I stick.
Okay, kejap Okay, this is the final one. Okay, alright, very
And
good.
then after that, new chapter.
Yes,
then
now
not-
ni habisin. This is simple already.
Do it, don't I do it.
Okay, alright, let me finish this one. Nah, kita masuk kepada kita punya badan yang bertanggungjawab. Okay, mahkamah, badan yang bertanggungjawab untuk mentafsir, melaksanakan undang-undang dan mempertahankan perlembagaan persekutuan. So dia 3 tugas. 1 mentafsir, lagi 1 menjalankan undang-undang, mempertahankan. Okay, mentafsir, you see, Parlimen buat undang-undang, you understand? Bergubal. Tetapi let's say any problem happen with the undang-undang, mahkamah ada kuasa untuk tafsirkan. Tafsirkan to say is it betul atau salah. Can understand? Because they follow the law. Can understand? So itu artinya mentafsir undang-undang. Mentafsir untuk mengatakan sama ada dia betul ataupun tidak.
Is that still a perseverangan dari British?
Apa sayang?
Is that still a perseverangan dari British?
What's that?
Suruhanjaya British?
Oh.
What is that?
The one who made the undang-undang British before.
No, the Council of British, is it?
Oh,
Yeah, so like the-
No, we don't follow them. We are following our law now.
Basically, to become to get our own country, we basically have to make our own laws because we don't want to follow them.
So we follow our country law. Right? Last time, yes. Now, no more. Huh?
I mean,
Alright.
there could be some benefits to,
Okay, so badan yang bertanggungjawab untuk mentafsir, melaksanakan undang-undang dan mempertahankan perlembagaan persekutuan adalah Badan Kehakiman. Nah, Badan Kehakiman diketuai oleh Ketua Hakim Negara. Boleh faham? Siapa yang menjadi Ketua Mahkamah? Ketua Hakim Negara. Nah, Badan Kuasa Kehakiman dilaksanakan oleh mahkamah. Pihak yang bertanggungjawab adalah mahkamah. Nah, apakah peranan Badan Keadilan? Nah, Badan Keadilan mengadili pertikaian antara pemerintah dengan rakyat ataupun sesama rakyat. Okay, in any case, pertikaian di antara pemerintah dengan rakyat ataupun rakyat dengan rakyat, menyelesaikan konflik negeri dengan konflik kerajaan, persekutuan. Okay, cikgu ulang balik. Apa tugas Badan Kehakiman? Mentafsir undang-undang, melaksanakan undang-undang dan juga mempertahankan perlembagaan persekutuan. Badan Kehakiman ini diketuai oleh Ketua Hakim Negara. Badan Kehakiman dilaksanakan. Kuasa badan ini dilakukan melalui mahkamah. The institusi yang terlibat dalam menjalankan Badan Kehakiman adalah mahkamah. Nah, apakah peranan Badan Kehakiman? Dia mengadili. That means it become a middle person a conflict between the pemerintah dengan rakyat atau rakyat dengan rakyat. Anis faham? Dia mengadili pertikaian antara pemerintah dengan rakyat atau rakyat dengan rakyat. Dia juga menyelesaikan konflik antara kerajaan negeri dengan kerajaan persekutuan. Nah, fungsi Badan Kehakiman bergantung pada status mahkamah yang terdiri daripada mahkamah atasan ataupun mahkamah bawahan serta mahkamah khas. Okay, you see, not every mahkamah have the same right.
What?
Okay, you see sayang, mahkamah bawahan dia punya case ini adalah daripada segregate ini antara segregate ini. Denda daripada ini sampai denda. Kalau denda tu lebih atas, dia akan pergi mahkamah yang lebih atas. Can understand? That's why fungsi Badan Kehakiman bergantung kepada status mahkamah. Boleh faham saya? That means dia adalah mahkamah rendah atau mahkamah atasan. Status means based on the function of the mahkamah. It's always based on the status mahkamah. Can you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so mahkamah peringkat negeri, okay, kita ada mahkamah atasan, mahkamah bawahan dan juga mahkamah khas. Nah, mahkamah pada peringkat negeri, kita ada mahkamah syariah, that is for the Islamic law, and mahkamah anak negeri di Sabah dan Sarawak.
Okay, explain to me what the heck anak negeri di Sarawak.
Okay. Sabah Sarawak ada banyak suku yang berbeza.
What is suku?
The tribe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So their laws are based according to ours.
What do you mean by different? How different?
Sayang, suku-suku mereka punya tuntutan perceraian, perkahwinan, tuntutan rumah
Yeah, they have
tangga.
How do their divorces work?
Okay, contohnya, I give you an example lah. Okay, let's say our Mustafa got married to a Sarawak lady.
Hey yo, Sarawak.
Okay.
Sarawak,
You know what will happen ah?
Divorce.
Okay, let's say our friend divorce. Kalau divorce dia nak balik ke Malaysia, dia nak balik ke Semenanjung, satu harta pun dia takkan dapat.
Huh? It all goes to the woman?
Yes. No. So that all adalah mahkamah anak negeri. Because why? Their law and our law are different. That's why mereka
Wait, what if I want to stay in Sabah?
wait. Tengok sini, dan sayang. That's why you see, Mahkamah Tinggi Melaya satu, Mahkamah Tinggi Sabah dan Sarawak satu. Can you understand? Because their law and our law is certainly different. That's why mereka punya state, the tribe, suku-suku, mereka gunakan Mahkamah Anak Negeri di Sabah dan Sarawak. Okay, what's question sayang?
That only applies and he will lose all his harta only if he
Once
is
they go,
in Sarawak, right?
Sabah, both Sabah Sarawak.
Wait, but what if he wants to stay in Sabah
But he
after the
don't.
divorce?
If you want to stay there, it's okay.
Okay,
Kalau dia
wait.
nak datang balik kat sini,
Teach a good idea. Get the divorce, stay for a bit, then leave with all your stuff.
No,
you
when-
tak boleh tukar dia punya harta kepada orang lain punya nama, orang tak boleh. Akan berlaku. So it's not easy.
And then if they live in Malaysia,
Tanah Melayu boleh sayang. Let's say our friend
the woman,
she will have everything. You can't
Disgusting.
if I think he's staying like Kuala Lumpur, the Sarawak girl go to Kuala Lumpur.
Apa sayang? Kuala Lumpur?
So the Sarawak girl move to Kuala
Yeah.
Lumpur and they get married in Kuala Lumpur.
Then okay.
Okay, right? Yeah.
Then okay.
Then we get all the stuff instead. Oh man.
So
Either
it's-
way, they always get some of it.
No. Either way, they will get it. You can't get anything.
Moral of
So
the story,
rakyat
don't get
Sabah
married.
dengan Sarawak, they actually have more authority compared to us.
It's your moral of the story, don't get married.
Ah.
If one thing goes wrong, you lose all your stuff.
Yes, correct. Okay. Nah, terdapat juga mahkamah khas yang tidak terletak di bawah hierarki mahkamah biasa. Kita ada mahkamah khas raja-raja dan juga mahkamah tentera. So this is the royal mahkamah. Mahkamah khas raja-raja and juga mahkamah tentera. Mahkamah tentera is not under us. Boleh faham saya? Mahkamah tentera is sangat berbeza. It's like a civilian and also army. Kalau army, any army,
Army buat salah, dia will go to the mahkamah tentera.
yes. And diadili oleh yang di-Pertuan Agong.
Wait, so like, what benefits do they get in the Mahkamah Tentera?
Just
What
different rules of-
benefit? Dia punya rule tu berbeza daripada rule
So let's say I murder somebody.
you mampus lah you
No, but I was a Tentera. What happens?
gone.
What's the
Because-
fine?
Your
Hukum digantung.
I'm not sure sayang, tetapi tentera is more serious, strict compared to normal civilians.
Yeah lah. Even like friendly fire accidents.
Wait, no, but we shouldn't have guns.
Accidents shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen.
Because military, you follow the rules.
Right.
So you cannot simply disobey their rules and everything. Tak boleh. Alright? So cikgu ulang balik. Tadi kita belajar mahkamah. Badan yang bertanggungjawab mentafsir dan melaksanakan undang-undang. Mempertahankan perlembagaan persekutuan dihakimi oleh siapa? Ketua Hakim Negara. Kuasa dilaksanakan oleh siapa? Mahkamah. So apa badan kehakiman buat? Mengadili pertikaian antara pemerintah dengan rakyat dan juga sesama rakyat.
Hashtag government.
And also konflik antara negeri. So fungsi badan ini bergantung kepada status mahkamah. Can understand? It based on mahkamah bawahan ataupun mahkamah atasan. Terdapat juga mahkamah khas.
Okay.
Mahkamah di peringkat negeri, kita ada mahkamah syariah dan juga mahkamah anak negeri. Mahkamah khas, kita ada mahkamah khas raja-raja dan mahkamah tentera. Boleh faham yang ini?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Teacher,
Yes, sayang.
what's pertikaian again?
Apa sayang?
Pertikaian.
Pertikaian. Pertikaian means the conflict. Konflik yang berlaku ataupun pergaduhan atau masalah yang berlaku. That is pertikaian. Can understand sayang?
Can teacher?
Alright, very good. Okay, now kita tengok yang berikutnya. Okay. Keunikan amalan demokrasi berparlimen di negara kita. Final one ya, because kita boleh habiskan ni next week. Okay, now it's okay sayang. Okay, keunikan amalan demokrasi. Bagaimana kita punya sistem pentadbiran unik? Because first one, kita punya sistem adalah gabungan unsur tradisional dan juga unsur moden. Correct or not? Tradisional kita ada sistem pemerintahan beraja, agama Islam, bahasa Melayu, hak istimewa orang Melayu. Correct or not? And then modern ni kita ada sistem persekutuan, kita ada demokrasi berparlimen dan juga kewarganegaraan yang sama. So dia ada gabungan unsur tradisional dan juga moden. Nombor dua, kita punya sistem adalah check and balance dalam pentadbiran. You see, even though we got 3 badan, tetapi all these badan under siapa? Yang di Pertuan Agong. Kalau satu badan buat masalah, who will check? Yes, check and balance. Can understand? Even though yang di Pertuan Agong tak terlibat, tetapi he will oversee whether they are doing any mistake or not. So that's why check and balance. And then we do have kuasa budi bicara raja. Certain things raja can do according to his, like pelancaran darurat. Kalau negeri itu tak boleh buat, Perdana Menteri cannot do anything, raja will take over the power. Alright? And finally, wujud kerjasama politik antara parti-parti di negara kita. Boleh faham kah? So these are the final one yang kita akan belajar minggu depan dan kita boleh masuk bab 4 minggu depan. Alright. So habiskan latihan dalam kita punya mentor book. Next week kita akan buat latihan and then we try to do one essay. That is one orange color. Okay, everybody got it right?
Alright. Bye for class.
Okay. Hope you all faham apa yang cikgu ajar. Kalau boleh, please come for face-to-face class.
Mommy monster.
Okay, I really love if everybody can come to face-to-face class.
Yeah, Arlo, I want you.
Yeah. I can see Zian, Jinshan, Balkis, Arul, Arman, Ari.
That like, you know.
So Zara and Arman, I'll be seeing them in KDU. Alright, guys,
Teacher.
take care. Love you all. See you all next week. Yeah, bye-bye.
I don't think I can come for physical class.
Apa sayang?
I don't think I can come for face-to-face
Can,
class.
Zinshan, I can understand you are very far, right?
Yeah, very
Yang
far.
dekat kat sini sayang. Jalan kaki pun ada orang tapi tak nak datang. Very naughty.
Cikgu, ibu saya tak setuju saya mari.
Okay sayang, you see how once COVID is a bit over, then you can come ya.
Cikgu mari ya sekarang 2000 Yes,
Can,
sir.
can.
You can walk in.
Ya,
I
ya.
can pick you up
Never,
the way.
never. Siapa yang boleh datang, you can come. Tak boleh, tak apa. But I want you all to do essay. You have to send me the essay, this one, ya. Then cikgu boleh check. Okay. Thank you, Cikgu Arman. Sangat rajin kelas. Tak perlu join, saya join. Siapa tu? Seketul kepala
Thank you,
you.
teacher. Bye, teacher.
Okay, sayang. Love you all. Bye-bye. Arman penipu. Semua nakal. Okay. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, teacher. See you next week.
Okay, darling. Bye-bye. Take care. Guys, you got any friends want to join, please ask them to join.
Friends. You're a funny woman.
I'm a funny woman.
Friends.
That's true. Why this one are you okay?
Uh,
That means you have no friends.
That's a joke.
Okay, darling.
Thank you, Papa. Goodbye. No, don't even say that name.
Who's that?
No, it's okay. We don't want to talk about him. Let's go to it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, sayang. This your water. Okay, sayang. So naughty lah.
Can
you.
you send me like edit the PDF file for the phone call?
Okay. What I'll do, I'll photostat the whole set, sayang. Can you remind me?
When, how, like every single day.
Oh, okay. Remind me Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Then Sunday I can remember. I can print out.
Okay.
Because memang saya nak beri kepada everybody because your exam is very near. Saya takut. Form 4 you tak boleh buat lah, very hard lah.
Yeah, form 4 we barely did anything. We just did like one kaca case, but like that one is like.
Tak apa, I will photostat my notes. All my notes are very simple, so you just use it alone.
Okay.
Okay, I will get the mentor book also. Once you get it, we can do it together. Huh? Okay, sayang. Bye bye. Take care.